So this isn't my usual kind of content. I usually make kind of stupid, funny, playing games with my friends type content, and this is going to be the complete opposite. This isn't something I planned on making. This isn't something I wanted to do. I kind of just watch video essays, but I never tried to make one. But I'm making one right now, apparently, because I found someone on YouTube on my recommended, and it's just the most insane thing I think I've seen in a very long time, and I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to have a disclaimer about it because the topics that are going to be in this are taboo, to say the least. They're very distressing, and I wanted to have something out about it to be informative before it becomes a bigger problem. So I hope that you enjoy it. If you do, just, the same old usual, just like and subscribe, comment, anything like that, just to get some outreach on it, because this is insane. The man I wanted to talk about is Ian Foote. He runs a YouTube channel with 8,000 subscribers as of recording this, and if you look at his catalog, it's disturbing, to say the least. From videos saying I hate my parents, to abusing my daughter, to I want to hurt people. The topics of said video are only more depraved than the titles. You can't simply judge a book by its cover, so I decided to delve deeper into this troubled man, and see if there's hopefully a resolution to be had. I do ask to please excuse my terrible quality of a quote video essay. I've never done this, and I don't know if I will again. It's not intended to be used as any form of harassment, and I do not condone any form of discrimination or harassment of this man. I purely want to inform you about this possibly looming threat, and hopefully find a way for him to get the help that he rightfully deserves. As a side note, this isn't in the script or anything. I want to have links for any form of help, because you don't have to go alone with certain things. And the topics that are in this video are a man who is very lonely. You're not alone, and there are many people who will help. And with that, I'm going to put every link in the description I can find for you to get the help that you deserve to. It's not weak. Ian is an older man who lives in Ontario, and he comes from a rural area in Nova Scotia. He lives in what seems to be a studio apartment and mainly resides in his troubled mental state. He creates videos about various topics like gender equality, politics, sexual fantasies, his criminal history, and a much deeper trauma. He's known to have a history of diagnosed mental illness, and in a Tumblr post, presumably from his old friend's girlfriend, she states that he has a history of going on very offensive rants and claims of him being a threat to unsuspecting women. She states that he has openly admitted to forcibly stopping himself from non-consensual activities. But the video that brought me in is simply titled, "You Framed Me." The video opens with Ian just sitting shirtless at his computer. You can see the studio apartment he resides in and how cramped everything is, and you can instantly feel something's wrong. As he sits, presumably to see if the video is recording, he begins to talk about a person that left him. A potential lover, who we'll call Jean for her sakes, has seemingly left him. From this video, he seems strange, how he covers the windows, the sunglasses indoors. Nothing offensive, just strange. But it does delve deeper.
I'm not. You're the ones that want to play fucking stupid fucking games with people. Piece of shit. You framed me. I was just sitting here and I'm like, I can't make you stop. People would literally, they'd rather let me beat the shit out of them than fucking tell me the truth. You framed me, you monsters. You fucking monsters. If I could just get one person to tell me the truth, and if I just had $10,000 to talk to a lawyer, I'd kill all of you. I'd rip you all to pieces. But I couldn't find one honest person in this whole fucking world. You all work together to frame me.
This is just the tip of it. Him saying he wishes he had guns, wishing he could rip people apart. That's just how it starts. He has said this in multiple videos, and it only goes further with his ideations. I want to take you on this journey as I took it, every step of the way. And the next step I took was to a video titled "The Punishment for Mistaking My Pragmatism for Weakness is Death." The title alone feels almost like a manifesto, and this is where the mental depravity completely reared its head. Where he seems to have just done laundry, but also explains the intent of his hatred towards an unidentified person, where he states he is pragmatic. He seems to be anything but.
I'll kill you. No. Let me help you understand. I'm not just the kind of guy that will shoot you in the back of the head and eat breakfast. I'm the kind of guy that will look you in the eyes and shoot you in the face and then eat breakfast. Do you understand? I am attempting to be pragmatic.
So what the hell happened to even get to this point? Thank God that he actually went ahead and explained the lore to him in a video called Selena Ruined Me. Like every other video, it just starts with him sitting at the computer, but this is different. He just explains his story, where constant legal battles drained his finances. He filed bankruptcy and lost his daughter. Her mother left Nova Scotia and took Ian's daughter with her. He was alone for 14 years. He lost himself. He lost his strength, his will. He became hollow.
We were really good for each other. We were really good to each other. My family liked her. Her family liked me. Tax man set aside, and I didn't expect to be dragged into this legal battle. And she wanted to leave to go to Vancouver, and I fought her in court. I gave a ton of money, and I won. And then she appealed, and simultaneously started a second court case to move to Toronto instead. So now instead of it being over and I'm victorious, now I've got 2 court cases instead of 1. And I took the money that I was supposed to pay the tax man with, and I used it to try to keep my ex from taking my kid away and destroy my family. By the time it was all done, I got 2 court cases instead of 1. I don't have any money left. I can't borrow any money. I had to declare bankruptcy because I couldn't pay my taxes. I lost my kid. Now we're not a family anymore. I'm depressed and broken. I can't afford to give my common law wife Sharon a baby, and we'd have her own kid. She'd be a stepmother to my daughter and a mother to our son, and that would be our family, and I promised her that, but I couldn't deliver that because I was bankrupt because of this court case shit.
He understands the fallout. He sees where he went wrong, and over the course of the next 3 weeks, we see what the 14 years did to him, the mental deterioration and the confidence in his content. He believes he's right. He's the victim. He's a narcissist. Sarah, the common law wife he described earlier, wouldn't stay with him. As it would turn out, she would get a restraining order against him and try to help him the best that she could. He wouldn't take this very well and would then proceed to send Sarah a long string of messages ranging from loving her to never having respect for her, to blaming her for his shortcomings and claiming to be in the 1%. He doesn't believe he did anything wrong. Another woman would post on her Tumblr account about Ian. We'll call her Alice, and her husband met Ian at a comedy club, and this is while Ian was with Sarah. He seemed like a nice guy, and him and Sarah were getting along great, and they seemed fun, so Alice decided to add Ian on Facebook, and learned very quickly that it was just an act. The blatant misogynism and predatory behaviors came in very quickly, and Alice posted this back in 2014, and she stated she felt unsafe doing so. As of recording this, he also uploaded a new comment on his latest video. He's been temporarily banned for posting a video about the recent attempt on a former president, and I'm sorry for beating around the bush like that, but like I said, I don't really do this. But in the comment he says, "I miss the life I had. The period of time after I moved into a 3-bedroom apartment when I was still living with Sharon and my daughter was a regular part of my life. But before Selena, decided that she wanted to leave Halifax with my daughter and initiated her legal battle to disenfranchise me. That was the happiest time in my life. Both my daughter and my common-law wife loved and respected me, and I loved and cherished them. I had a great job making great money, I worked from home, and my common-law wife was a beautiful artist who also worked from home, so I never got lonely. Common-law wife let me use her as a sex object whenever I wanted, and she was an amazing cook, and she made me feel like a king. I didn't have to work hard, come home exhausted, and have a bitch with a bad attitude demoralize me so much that all I wanted to do was go to the bar and drink like so many other men are forced to put up with. If only Selena had just been willing to do what was best for our daughter and go off to pursue her PhD by herself and leave my daughter with me and my common-law wife. I actually loved my daughter. Selena didn't care about her. She was happy to leave my daughter sitting in the hallways of the university, bored and alone for hours on a regular basis while she was going to class. Selena just not care about our daughter. These are his words. I'm sorry. Selena preferred to see our daughter suffer rather than let her live with people who actually cared about what was best for her. And she got what she wanted, because my evil countrymen helped her. I gave it everything I had. I spent all my time and money fighting to prevent Selena from taking my kid away. So did Sharon. She really gave it everything she had. She even made a scrapbook of memories to give the judge so that he would see that Sharon and I were providing my daughter with a stable and loving home where she was safe and had the opportunity to play and grow in a stimulating environment that would help her realize her potential. I went bankrupt fighting in family court, and I won. The judge ruled in our favor, but it didn't matter. Selena had free legal representation, and she just kept fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting until I had no money to pay for lawyers. That is the only reason she was allowed to leave with my daughter. That is the only reason. It's not because Selena was a good mother and I was a bad father. It's because she got support, endless support, and I didn't, and eventually I have to go to court with no lawyer at all. I hate Canada, I hate my family, and I really, really, really hate Selena. In all honesty, I'm incapable of thinking of anything nice about her. I don't believe that she has any redeeming characteristics. He has violent tendencies, from wishing death on others to wanting to commit mass murder himself. In the video simply titled Going Postal, he explains the meaning of that saying. Another in his vast catalog of depravity is Benjamin Netanyahu. I don't even feel comfortable sharing the thumbnail, but it's just a video of him pulling his pants right above the pelvic area, pulls out a bottle acting like it's his dick. Full bush and all. Or, bash my brains in with a brick. He's an addict. And an alcoholic. He has stated his use of marijuana, and you can visibly see a cutting card for cocaine on his desk. He's under the influence through a lot of his rants, and is seen a couple of times with alcohol in his hand. And I just want to share some more clips of his madness, because I really don't think you quite understand how far he's gone.
Violent misogynist. I just want to beat the shit out of her. I don't care if you're her. Fucking rape her and kill her and bury her body in the forest if you want to, I don't care. If I read about it in the newspaper, I won't care. They bought assault weapons and committed mass murder because they just couldn't fucking take the fucking horror of their lives anymore. So when we say going postal, it means just saying, I don't give a fucking shit. I'm gonna fucking kill everybody. I'd be quite fucking happy to kill them. I brought you medicine, motherfucker. Bash my brains in all you fucking want to. And my descendants will thrive. So bash my fucking brains in, you fucking monkey, if you think you can. Fucking bash my fucking brains in with a brick. I'll fucking laugh at you. And it just makes me want to hurt people. I just want to hurt people.
Ian is a broken man. What started as a YouTube recommendation turned into a rabbit hole I merely scratched the surface of. I'm not sure on redemption. He's a deadbeat father, misogynist, racist, and absolutely a threat to himself and others around him, and I really do believe that he should get help. A man who's discussed suffering abuse from his father, going to prison, and apparently is an enemy of the Canadian government, to thinking that Interpol and the FBI is after him. He's a sociopath and a genuine threat to society. I couldn't even show everything because this video would be way too long. And if you want me to cover more of this situation, just let me know with a comment and like. But that's about all I have. Subscribe if you did enjoy this video, and again, I can't thank you enough for watching.